Hi, this is Roger Love, voice coach for the TV show Sing Your Face Off. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of my students and take you into my studio, and you'll see how I record every single lesson with the CD-2u. When a student comes in for a lesson, it's very, very important that they have something to leave here with so that they can practice every day after they leave the lesson and give themselves a lesson. So I use the CD-2u to record every single thing that happens during the session. And then they go home and they're supposed to pretend that when they hear my voice, I'm standing right there. When they hear their voice, they're just supposed to imitate what they did at the lesson. So literally, they are giving themselves the same lesson that they paid for the day before, but it's free now. So if they didn't have the feedback from listening back to themselves to what they recorded, then they would be in the dark as to know how to get better between the first lesson and the second lesson, or the second lesson and the next lesson. So this basically ties it all together. Everything we do gets recorded, they go back and listen to it wherever they want, and then they practice, and this gives me the perfect tool to aid them in that practice.
My name is London Thor. I'm a singer-songwriter and I study with Roger. We record every lesson on the CD-2u so I can go back and take home the CD, and it's just good practice every day that you're not in a lesson to go through and listen to what you can work on to strengthen your voice and to just build up on what you learned in the last lesson. I'm a singer-songwriter, so I can play a little bit of piano and guitar, but I can't play every song that I want to work on and practice if I have a show or something, and so being able to change the key and take out the lead vocal really helps to kind of practice on your own.
I record every lesson because students come in and sometimes they're at the top of their game. They're healthy and their body's working 100% for them. So that's a great lesson. They sing higher or lower, they have less pressure than they did before, and then that's the perfect CD for them to go away with and practice on a daily basis. But sometimes students come in and they don't feel that great. They're a little sick, they're getting a cold, their sinuses are bothering them, and then we have to find a way during that lesson to make great sounds, because they're going to be out singing for audiences and they're not going to feel great every single time. So it's perfect for them to keep that CD too, so that when they don't feel 100%, they can pick up that one, practice that CD, and then still warm up their voice to performance level.
My name is Sanjay with the band Feather and Dot, singer-songwriter, and I've been taking lessons with Roger for a few months now. With using voice recorders, whether on my phone or even the ones you can buy, the quality's never the same. The fact that Roger's got a mic plugged into it, I can really hear what my voice sounds like, which is critical for these lessons. And when you have a short amount of time for a lesson, it's like you want to be able to get the best audio quality for the time that you're paying for or using. So with the old voice recorders, it was taking forever to scroll through an hour-long lesson and to find the spot that I wanted to focus on. But with Roger, he sets up tracks on the CD-2u. I'm able to focus on a particular track that has a particular technique we've been working on, and it makes it way easier and saves me a lot of time. Having a good quality mic and hearing yourself back on a quality recording is critical for a singer. And with that CD-2u, I get that great audio quality with every single lesson that I do with Roger.
One of the things that I absolutely love about the CD-2u is how long it takes to finalize. When I'm almost done with a lesson, and believe me, I want to give the student every second that they're paying for. So I don't want to stop 3 minutes just to have the equipment burn the CD. The CD-2u takes like 20 seconds to burn, which is faster than any recording device I've ever used. So the lesson's done, 20 seconds goes by, they walk out with their CD. No time wasted. The CD-2u also has some interesting features that the students also can take advantage of. You can put a recorded CD in, and you can use it as a karaoke machine because it has a center cancel button, which eliminates a lot of the lead vocal. And you can also transpose the key, bring it up or down until you've learned enough of my technique that you can just sing anything in any key. I have artists come in and take a lesson or two, walk away with the CD, and then go out on tour for 2 years at a time and use that CD every single night to warm up their voices, and then come back to me 2 years later and say, Roger, you changed my life. And I'm always good with the sentence that starts with, Roger, you changed my life. But what changed their life was they put the CD in and they practiced their exercises every single time before they had to sing. So they established consistency, and that's why they never had to cancel any shows. I try to make it so the students all come to me, but every so often I have to literally leave the studio and the lovely air conditioning that exists here and travel someplace to teach a student. So the portability of the CD-2u is great. I don't bring any microphones. I use the internal microphones in that situation. I show up, I put it on the piano of the artist that I'm working with, press record, and I'm done. It's lightweight, it just plugs into the wall. They don't have to think about too much, I don't have to think about too much, and it's good to go.